So I believe that we are all made in the image of God. I believe that life is a gift from God. And I believe that we all have a God-given gift, that we all have a God-given purpose here on earth. But also I know that even though we are given this gift of life, it's not without challenge. And one of the challenges that I had to overcome was becoming a mom at a very early age. And it was a very challenging season of my life, and it altered the trajectory of my future. And so even in that though, there was still hope. You know, it was just a detour, it wasn't a dead end. And in saying that, I know that as teenagers, as young people, even not just teenagers, we face a lot of challenges in terms of life, and things happen, and there's consequences to some of the decisions that we make. And in my case, my consequence was having a teen pregnancy, and it was a challenge being a young mom, coming from a single parent headed home as well. It was a real challenge, but I didn't let that challenge become a stumbling block. I allowed that challenge to help me think, okay, how can God turn this around? How can I grow from this? How can I still carry on and pursue my dreams and my desires even with this challenge? And so life is unpredictable sometimes. Sometimes the choices that we make do have lasting consequences. But at the end of the day, it's how you choose to overcome and navigate those detours that life throws at you. So my name is Sindy Khanyile, and I was born and bred in Namanzimtoti, and I've grown up in Namanzimtoti my whole life, and yeah. I am a mother. I am the last born of 9 children, and I work for a community development organization, non-profit organization in Begulwandle as a skills program coordinator. When I was in high school, like many other young people, I had a teen pregnancy because of certain pressures and poor choices, and through that I decided after I'd had my baby that I wanted to help other youngsters who find themselves in similar situations. And I ended up I started volunteering for a non-profit organization that went around local high schools as a facilitating a life skills program, which helped teenagers with decision making, what is sex, the consequences of sex, just basic life skills that you need, that you're not really told at home. And through the pregnancy, I had dropped out of high school. And once I started working and doing this work, I realized that actually I need to grow and I want to help others. But in order for me to help others, I need to go back and empower myself with the necessary schools. So then later on in life, I went back to high school. I went back to do my matric, not necessarily high school. And I completed my matric. And I grew as a facilitator and trainer, so I did my matric part-time, and I was still working part-time as well, full-time and studying part-time rather. And I ended up working, fast forward to now, is that I'm a skills program coordinator, and I am studying my human resource management diploma. When I was in high school, I had dropped out, And so I knew when I started studying that my journey would look a little bit different to your normal career journey. And so what I started with was that I had to go back to basics. And since I was already training, I was already facilitating, I decided that I was going to do a short course in training and facilitation just to teach me the techniques of training, to identify learner needs. How do I plan a good training session? What should I be aware of? And I did that, and I also did a assessors course, which allowed me to train students and then assess, because adult training is not the same as teaching kids in high school. So those are the courses that I did. Some of the challenges that come with, and I'm currently now studying human resource management through Ethekwini FET online. And some of the challenges that came with my career journey was having to go back to school. You know, after you've started working, it's not easy to go back and start studying while you're trying to juggle a job and your studies. So the upside of it though, and the advantages of it, is that when you're working and you are studying, the way that you study comes from a place of understanding, and you're able to apply the knowledge that you are gaining through your learning in your current workspace. So some of the challenges was having to try and adjust what it would look like to work and study, having a strict schedule, discipline in my schedule, and just applying my mind fully to what it is that I was wanting to achieve. My first job was I started as a training facilitator, youth facilitator in NPO, which a non-profit organization that taught life skills training in different high schools locally from the area that I was from. I then moved on to work for tax consultants, and I worked as a junior bookkeeper and office administrator. And after that, I worked for an occupational health and safety consultancy, doing training and facilitation, and doing basic audits for them as well, so safety audits. And then from that, I moved to my current role. And in my current role, I work for a company called the Seed of Hope Community Development, and that is a non-government organization. And a non-government organization is an organization that is sustained by different funders whose sole purpose is to help the community in different aspects. So my current role is to oversee and coordinate the training programs that we currently offer the community in which we're based in. And those different programs are, we offer them sewing skills, we offer them employment preparation skills, we offer them basic computer skills, we offer them entrepreneurship and baking skills. And why we started that program is called the Kulanati program, and what it does is it tries to eliminate unemployment, especially the youth in the community in which we serve, by giving them more substance on their CVs so that it places them in a position for them to get employed, to become employable, or go back to school, or even start their own businesses. So my current role is Skills Development Coordinator, and as a Skills Development Coordinator, what I do on a daily basis is I train and facilitate some of the programs in which I coordinate. I oversee the staff, the team that I work with, in order to achieve that skills development program, and I do monitoring and evaluation. I follow up with our past clients. I follow up with the team that I work with. I collect stats and data to see and measure the impact that we have on the community through our programs. I look at ways in which we can actually improve the program. And I go out and I meet potential employers for the students that we train to see if they could possibly have spaces for people. Sorry, I almost slid in Zulu there. Okay, go out and I meet potential employers, because our program is a program that is targeted mainly at helping the community that we serve becoming employable, especially the youth. So I go out and I meet potential employers, tell them a little bit about our program, and see what they could possibly offer us through their services. In 5 years' time, I see myself traveling more. I see myself growing in my expertise, probably consulting and skills development, becoming a BE consultant and CETA accredited training provider as well.